My name is Cameron Piercy. I'm an assistant professor in communication studies here at the University of Kansas. This is my third year here, and I'm excited to talk to you about the Do Good project that we complete in my class, Problem Solving in Teams and Groups. So the project is a simple idea. I instruct students that they need to do good in the community, and that's pretty much where I leave it. So I let them come up with how they can benefit the community. We engage in some of the key components of the Center for Service Learning, so they engage in self-reflection. And the important piece of the project is that they have the opportunity to succeed and fail on their own terms, and they set their own goals. And this facilitates the goals of the class, problem solving in teams and groups, and allows them to benefit our community. And so today I want to tell you about some of the resources that help put that together, and then share about our community partners. One of the resources I want to mention is the Center for Teaching Excellence. Through a Best Practices Institute grant, I was able to reformulate the class, and then through the libraries, I was able to create an open educational resource for the class. In the class, I coach students initially about the importance of competition as a motivational force and cooperation as a motivational force. And then the class presents their ideas to each other. Further, this Do Good project also occurs at the University of Oklahoma and Missouri State University. And so I try to keep the students informed about what's happening at OU and MSU as a form of healthy competition for our KU students. And so it's really neat to see what's happening in those communities as well as ours. They complete the project by going through 4 different steps. The first step is they identify where they want to benefit and why that's a worthy cause. And they pitch that to their classmates and the class. And this process forces them to dialogue about why this is the particular opportunity that they want to pursue, and it increases their investment in the project. The second step is when and how. And in this step, the students create a timeline and set their own goals and objectives for what success means to them. So how will we know that you've accomplished doing good in the community? In step 3, I invite the students to give each other feedback in the form of performance evaluations. And I also invite them to solicit feedback from their partner organizations and revise their project in light of what the partner needs. So in the class, we talk about cognitive biases, we talk about the introspective illusion and how we can't see what's happening in other people's heads. And then we try to practice understanding what others need and meeting their needs. And throughout the class, we also talk about growth mindset, which I'll get to in a second. And step 4, the final step of the project, is to report the results. And every semester, the students just blow me away with the outcomes and the output that they're able to generate, whether it's raising money or volunteer hours or just spreading awareness. In the class, we often talk about the importance of having a growth mindset, the left side here, and we see failure as an opportunity for growth. So again, my instructions are very abstract, just do good. And in many cases, students do fail. So the first semester I taught this class, I shared this social media post about how students failed and they learned so much, right? And they benefited the Lawrence Humane Society, and they improved mental health on campus by putting these Post-it notes around Anschutz's entryway. Of course, during the COVID pandemic, this class has been a bit more difficult because we need to be aware of social distancing and how our actions affect the community. But the students have been extremely resilient. And the pandemic has really represented an opportunity for people to think about their pro-social motivations. For instance, this semester, I'll be talking about these factory workers who decided to live in the factory in April to create PPE. And sharing stories like that with the students seems to help motivate them to remind them that they can do good in the community. One of the projects I've been really excited about during the pandemic is that they've been creating handwritten letters for retirement community members. In total, the class has probably generated around 1,000 letters from the summer until now, handwritten, really neat looking letters. But we have a wide variety of community partners that the students have chosen in the past, including we had a comedy show to benefit Just Food, in which admission was the cost of bringing some food to donate to Just Food. We've had students collect feminine products for the Willow Domestic Violence Shelter, raise money for the community shelter, volunteer hours at the Boys and Girls Club of Lawrence, or recently PPE for the Boys and Girls Club of Lawrence. And so I'm excited to talk to you more about these projects. You can find me on Twitter at that handle, and there's my email address.